Parliament's Section 194 committee says it will proceed with the inquiry into suspended public protector Busisiwe Mkhwebane's fitness to hold office with or without her presence. It says now that Mkhwebane has secured funds for the matter, it will be continuing with its revised work or way forward. Written questions have been submitted to Mkhwebane from both evidence leaders and members of Parliament. She has until the 6th of July to respond to those questions. I'm joined now by the committee's chairperson, Richard Gyanki. Thank you very much, Mr. Gyanki, for your time here on ENCA. Just first of all, are you not afraid that, she'll come back with what she said before about the inquiry continuing with or without her, and saying that this is actually, it would be illegal to do so?
Good afternoon, Maseko and ENCA viewers. No, we're not afraid because she has not been denied any legal representation. We went out of our way, which was not part of the work of this committee, to ensure that when it became clear that money had run out, and we assisted to ensure that she has legal representation. There would have been now 4 million allocated for our program to continue, which includes her getting her attorneys of choice and a senior counsel, which she is keeping, of a senior counsel advocate Mpofu. So we've done everything that we needed to do to ensure that we conclude our program. So there is no outstanding matter as far as that is concerned.
There's quite a lot of animosity between yourself as chairperson and the suspended public protector, Mr. Gyanki, with allegations flying around. Are you not concerned at how this makes the inquiry look?
The inquiry, we have handled the inquiry and driven it with absolute fairness, with rationality. This inquiry should have been concluded in 6 months after it started. We're still here today because we have been meeting a lot of off-ramps. It's either there's sickness, there's going to court, there's a request for recusal, there's no money for this, we're not being paid. In all of those, we have made sure that we keep the decorum of this inquiry. And still today, we are still doing the best that we can. As far as we're concerned, everything that we have done is above board. Everything that we have done has not, and there is no court that can find. And so far, all the courts that she went to have agreed with us in terms of our processes. So we're not deterred by some hearsay issues that are flying around.
What was going through your mind when she held that press briefing last week or the week before, making those allegations against you even further, saying that that recording of Tina Joemat-Patterson also links you?
Well, what was going through my mind was the burden of proof is on the one alleging that a wrongdoing was done. And I was hoping that when that press conference is called, that she was going to present an empirical, concrete evidence of wrongdoing that implicates me directly in all the things that she was saying, and not the kind of hearsay. I'm sure you would have expected my voice to hear that and all of that. So I was hoping that she has put her ducks in a row to convince the entire South Africa that here is this concrete proof I have against the chairperson, not what I heard, which is just defamatory gossip and hearsay. And having said that, I said it then and I'm saying it today, that if I'm called upon by the Ethics Committee or any other credible platform where I need to submit myself and subject myself to investigation, I will be doing that. What I will not do is to go around and assist and give oxygen to untested allegations, scandalous allegations that I've heard so far.
And coming back to the allegations that she made, did you solicit a bribe from her husband?
I've said this before, and I will repeat it. Those scandalous allegations are completely denied. There's nothing close to truth in any of those.
Yeah.
I repeat it today.
But she took those words out and she kept on making the allegations against you. And over the weekend, you were hoping to be the chairman of the ANC in the Western Cape. Do you think the news around the allegations from the suspended public protector may have put a dent on your campaign at all?
Not at all. Nothing to do with that.
All right, Mr. Jantyi, she's missed 2 deadlines before in terms of responding to the committee to those written questions. And now you have a new deadline for her on the 6th of July. That's in about 2 weeks' time. What will happen going forward if she misses yet another deadline?
Well, we have put very clear deadlines, and we're hoping that members, evidence leaders, the public protector, and all of us are going to adhere to this deadline because we have an end date. We have to table a report to the National Assembly at the end of this 28th of July and a few days of finalizing the report in the first week of August. And that's a work that we must do. So she's elected not to adhere to that. And so that's a choice she has made. And if by the 6th of June, as I've indicated in the statement and in my letter to her, that if she would not have responded in writing as required, we move to the next step and the next phase and milestone of the program as we get closer to the summation of the evidence that we have, drafting the report that will be done in public, and presenting that report. I hope that by the time we get there, she would have submitted everything that must help exonerate her in the process.
And I mean, I'm sure you're concerned as, a government official and the inquiry chair about the fact that it was established on the 16th of March and it was supposed to sit for 6 months rather. It's been over a year now, and obviously there's people who have to be paid, money that needs to go out every time the committee sits.
Actually, Masego, even besides that, the public protector, and that's part of our drive, the public protector has been suspended for over a year now. By the 9th of June, she has completed a year of suspension. It's not fair to her that we keep dragging this because this suspension can only be lifted when we conclude our work. So it is in her interest that this work is concluded. It is in the interest of Parliament as well as in the interest of that office. Because this inquiry, more than the individual, it is about protecting that office. That's what we're about.
Mr. Jantyi, thank you very much for speaking to us. Parliament Section 194 Committee Chairperson Richard Jantyi speaking to us there about the Public Protector having until the 6th of July to hand in her written response to questions that were given to her by members of Parliament. Some parties have even given her evidence of about 100 to 150 pages in terms of the evidence that she has to respond to coming to issues that she investigated, including, for instance, the Freda Dairy Farm scandal, SARS and CX as well. All right.